Hey, friends. We're here for upper body pulls. So we have biceps, shoulders, all of the pulls. You can get by with this whole workout being dumbbell only. I will be using a resistance band, but I'll have an alternative for you if you do not have a long loop resistance band or resistance band with handles. So rest assured, I would grab underarm bent over row weight, your typical bicep curl weight, something light-ish for reverse fly. I'll be using my bench to support my reverse flies, but if you do not have a bench, no worries. You can just do this move standing with a slight hinge. Um, and I would also have lighter options for things like lat raises and front raises. So let's get right into it. I already warmed up. I'm ready to go. So make sure you get those bow and arrows, big arm circles. I did some big hugs. I did some inchworms, warmed up on the bike. So make sure you get that warm up in. We're gonna get right into the first superset, which is underarm bent over rows with face pulls. If you do not have that resistance band, just go ahead and perform an upright row instead with dumbbells. Let me just get my music back up and running and we'll get it going. I'll be using 30s for underarm rows. You can also use a barbell if you're more comfortable with a barbell for that movement and just essentially pulling that straight bar right to the ribs, then that is totally your preference. For my light options today, I've got 10s, I have 8s, I think I have 5s. Yeah, I have 5s somewhere. All right, here we go. We love a good face pull moment. All right, so I've got 30s. We're going 8 to 12 reps. Ooh. That, you already know that fourth set is what's going to separate the women from the girls a little bit. So in your start, make sure you roll the shoulders down and back. Nice strong core, a good hinge. And I'm pulling those dumbbells essentially straight to my ribs, squeezing the shoulder blades. This is a good tempo for me. Upright row or face pull time. Elbows are going to stay above those wrists. Going to get a little bit wider on my grip here. That's a tough superset. If you're looking to really isolate your lats a little bit better at home, maybe potentially progress to assisted pull-ups, unassisted pull-ups, stringing more pull-ups together. Supersets like this are gonna get you there. I love the lat isolation. I love the assisted work that we're doing with shoulder blades, rear delts. And that's really gonna help in moves that, like pull-ups, that are gonna recruit other muscles, but first you need to build those lats. You can't really expect your biceps to take over in moves like pull-ups, although we need those assisted muscles. We need to know how to recruit them, but we also need the effectiveness of building those lats up. And part of that is really understanding how to isolate and work to build strength in that area. It's also going to give you that hourglass shape. I don't know anyone who doesn't want that. Get a nice easy tempo. I'll try to give you more of a side view. Anchor those heels into the ground. Slight bend at the knee. Two down, two to go. Make sure you're resting long enough so that you're able to come back in this third set, this next set, with the same level of intensity, pulling the same volume. If you really want to see that significant body comp change that you're looking for, you're going to put a stronger emphasis on building strength in all of your pulls and pushes and hinges and squats. But today's a pull day. So here's where we want to look to train pretty close to failure. It's going to be in your bent over rows today. That's pretty much it. That's the only compound we've got is these underarm rows. Start position's important. Actively roll those shoulders down and back. Step into that hinge. Insanely strong core. Focus on the path in which your dumbbells are traveling, your tempo, your grip. Woo! Whew, those shoulder blades are definitely fatiguing. Make sure you are keeping the head and the neck in a neutral position. So try not to dip that chin too low to the chest. Obviously, we're going to avoid gazing up and straining the neck. But the reason that I always recommend sliding the shoulders down and away from the ears is so that we're alleviating any opportunity for tension in the neck. I know that it can happen as you start to lift heavier. Maybe the tendency is to shrug the shoulders a little bit, but you really want to try to start in that nice, relaxed, neutral position. That's the position you can really isolate the appropriate muscles and perform the movement with proper form. All right, so quality over quantity always, 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 which means if you're failing at 8 and you're using really great form technique, you're lifting heavy, that's all you can really ask for. If you're trying to muscle through and you feel past the point of shaking, fatigue, your form's going to shit, just drop those weights because that's not gonna benefit you. If you want to perform this in a safer way and you're at the gym, you can also opt to use a Smith machine. Glad that's over. Last set, best set. Ooh, damn. Love, love, love that superset. Glad it's over. Glad it's over. All right, we are moving over to reverse flies. I'm using my bench to assist. Then we've got a seated or standing bicep curl. I personally, I prefer a seated bicep curl. I feel like I can get a little bit more out of the movement. So I'm going to go 45-degree assisted, and this a little bit farther away from my wall. All right, I'm going to go with 8. So again, we've got 8 to 12 reps. Relax that chin to chest, everything neutral. That's the whole point of a supported bench. That's the nature of working with smaller muscle groups. Lat raises, front raises, tricep movements, reverse flies. The weights are gonna be naturally a little bit lighter. I'm gonna go for 15s. Are these regular or hammer? Seated bicep curls, okay. So these are actually what I call a seated 21, which is 7, 14, 20, yeah, so 7 halfway up, 7 halfway down, 7 full. So for the amount of reps, I'm actually gonna go with 10s, and I might actually regret this. We'll see. So we've got 7 halfway up, 7 halfway down, just a half rep, focusing on the upper. Now we've got 7 full. Not sure how I'm gonna repeat that, the same weight 2 more times. I might have to lower the weight, but we do what we need to do in these workouts, don't we? All right, so I'm going right to the next set, opposing muscle groups. It's the beauty of that. The benefit of supersetting is to save time without sacrificing getting stronger. So if you are a busy mama, very little time, but you still want a strong defined back, you want that hourglass shape, you want, let me tell you, a strong back is literally the best indicator of somebody who strength trains. You can look fit and toned and do HIIT workouts, I guess. You can have strong legs, like visibly strong legs. You cannot have any visible muscle definition in the back unless you are working the back. So when you see a woman with a strong defined back, that is an indicator that she strength trains. She's got that hourglass shape. She puts time into her back workouts and every other body part too. But you do not just do that on accident. It does not happen on accident. It does not happen through a workout. It happens through a methodical strength training program. It happens with time and patience. It may take a little bit of time, but it is not impossible. It's possible because you've seen it. I've seen it. It's not complicated either. It happens by using the right strength program instead of doing random workouts, instead of going to random classes. Two more reps. Come on, 2 more reps, 2 more reps. So good. Guys, we have 1 more set. 1 more set in this superset. Let's get everything we need out of this last set and make it the best one. Quality over quantity. Don't rush through these reps. Take your time. Slow your tempo down. got more reps in the tank, you do those reps. You don't wait for somebody else to tell you. If you've got more, you got to ask yourself that question. Do I have a little more? The answer is yes, you get it. That is the way you get stronger. That's the way you improve. That's the way you have a lot more visible muscle than you do right now. Seven halfway down, come on. Little breather through before the 7 full. Here we go, 7 full reps. Let's go. All right, y'all. Woo. Alrighty. Tricep finisher. Look at that. I didn't think that I was going to be able to use those 10s throughout each round, but look at that. Our tricep, not tricep, tricep is 6 to 8 reps of each. We start with a front raise. We go to a hammer curl, then we finish with a lat raise. Woo! 6 to 8 reps, but we do have 3 rounds. Plan accordingly. I'm gonna move this up to a true seated position. Get a little bit more support. Lat raise, here we go. I don't know if we're lat raise or front raise, doesn't matter. 6 to 8 reps. We're going out and slightly up. Okay, so not totally to the side. Leading with those elbows, shoulders nice and relaxed, don't shrug. Hammer curl. Awesome job. All right, I went with 8 for each. This next round, I think I'm gonna go for 6 with a heavier weight. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I read somewhere recently, I think it was like on Instagram, somebody wrote, the best status symbol is having a strong, fit body, because everybody knows there is no shortcut for that. There's no magic pill, there's no magic surgery. When you look at somebody strong and fit, you automatically know a few things about them. You automatically know they are patient, because building muscle takes time. They are disciplined, which means they can repeat the same workouts week after week and not worry about getting bored. you know that that person has those qualities, because there is no shortcut. You don't just take creatine and come out looking strong and fit after taking creatine. You have to put in the work associated with having a supplement that actually assists you in adapting. One more set. Quick sip of water, last set, best set. Quick little shake out. I know, my muscles are twitching too. I'm like literally twitching. That's the whole point. Congratulations, you put in work today. Here comes your last set. Think about the other hard things you want or need to accomplish today. And how good does it feel to have the confidence in knowing you physically can do hard things, which means now you can mentally, emotionally do the hard things too. Breathe through it. Shake it, shake it. Hydrate, eat, stretch, move outside of this workout today. Go slay your day, you can do hard things. I'll see you next time.